Who started?
We're deciding then whether I don't intro the podcast to see if Charles up to the task.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready yet.
That's fine.
You
Well,
have
in
to
that
have like a
case-
certain statement that you say.
Yeah,
You know,
in
it's
that
like
case-
a way of hooking people in.
Oh my God, we're going to ADE.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, we're going to ADE. And I mean, it's my first ADE, Charles' first ADE.
Yeah.
Dan, you're a veteran of the scene.
Yeah, I am.
But we are very excited.
Super excited for ADE. I think it's the best time of the year. Like just hanging out with people that you know online, because I feel like we work online all year round, and then there's like 4 days where we actually meet those people.
Yeah.
You know.
It all come together. I was at my friend's house last night, and we were trying to explain the concept of what ADE is, and like, because obviously it's not just like the music that we'd release in NCS. There's all kinds of genres, and like it's the conference, it's the meetings, like you say, getting to see these people that you meet online, and we just summed it up as like all of electronic music exists within like a 10-mile radius for like a week or whatever.
I still don't fully understand what I'm going to be doing there. Like, I know that there's some parties, and I know that I'm supposed
Parties.
to be. I know I'm supposed to be hanging out with people and like having meetings, but I don't actually know what I'm going to do for 5
It's literally
days.
just hanging out with people.
Right.
It's like, it's almost like going on a holiday and everyone you know being there. That's what I would say. It's like,
Okay.
um,
But it's work.
yeah, sure, it's work. Yeah,
It's gonna be.
I feel like I'm not going to be doing too much work out there.
No, I don't. I don't think anyone will.
Yeah.
How much when you go? How many times have you been?
Maybe 5 or 6.
That sentence I just
6.
said was so mad. Then did you hear that? I went, how many times how many times have you been?
It's quite early, bear in
Yeah,
mind.
we're recording early, so if
Yeah.
you see any bars in the eyes or you feel like the energy's not there, that's why. So yeah, we don't have to blame anyone for that. That's just how the
Yeah,
cookie
it's
crumbles.
probably about 6 times, 5 or 6 times, I'd say.
Cool. And
Yeah.
do you are they productive, or like is it a split?
I
Do you
would
know what I
say
mean?
95% of the time, all you're doing is drinking, hanging out with people, like eating food, going to like parties, and then
Parties.
Why
like-
can't you say
No,
party?
it is
but
part.
it's not like house parties.
I feel
it's
like
more
everything I
event.
say, Sam finds funny. So I'll say like the word. I think I said like crush the other day, and he was like crush.
I don't
Just
know.
anything that I
Do you know what it
say.
is? It's like it's sometimes your tone as well. Like you know, like when your voice. I don't know if you know this is Charles' voice, but it has that like there's like a wisp to it sometimes. Like
Yeah.
like the and it just makes
Yeah.
you crease every time.
But the other 5%, that's the only productive bit. Like I swear it was, like so we've done demo drops, and we'll talk about what we're going to be doing for ours on this year. But like we've had before where we'll do a demo drop for an hour, and then we'll accept 4 of those tracks that will go on to do 30 million
That's
streams.
so
You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just that small snippet.
I
That-
think you
It's-
mentioned. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, could you mention who you have signed at
Ah, that's
ADE?
exactly what I
I'm
was gonna-
pretty sure
Oh, well.
Tom Wilson.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Tom Wilson was one.
That was that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else now.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I can't remember now from the top of my head, because I also don't want to say names that they'll then go, well, no, I actually signed a track before. Yeah.
Yeah, get grilled by the artists.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be really cool for like me personally to meet like not just these artists that like I've interviewed or spoke to online or like we just engage with all the time, but like also any fans that are there.
Yeah.
Like obviously in the Discord server, like the age is probably quite young, so I don't imagine. And it's so global in there that I don't imagine we'll get a massive percentage of people that are actually in the Discord there. But like, there's bound to be like a handful of people.
Yeah, I
that
think
are gonna
so.
be there.
I almost feel like ADE really is like quite, it's always been like an industry thing. It's
Yeah.
always like music industry, whereas like in the past year or so of them happening, obviously not during the pandemic, but it's become more like fans of those artists, because they'll be like, Martin Garrix will play a show, or you know, Monster Cat do a show, and the fans will turn up to see those artists play.
Yeah, I think that's a massive thing, and like I've seen all over socials, different artists that are announcing different things that they're going to.
Yeah.
And it comes back to this thing that we mentioned countless times on the podcast about like what I love about this sort of community is that 9 times out of 10, most artists don't really belong specifically to a label, and there's like, you know, Sam Day is a prime example. Like doing so much stuff with Bitbird, like released with us before, and like it's sort of that coming together of all these different artists that feature on so many different labels, and then they're actually right next to
And
each other.
sometimes they'll have never met each other.
Yeah.
They'll have done like a track together, but never met each other until ADE.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Should we talk about what we're doing there? I think that's what. Or should we hold off on it for a bit?
No, I think.
Well, I feel like now you've said it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a bit mean.
Yeah, it's true. So we're there from. How long are we actually attending ADE for? Just us as a.
I mean, Charles pretty much organised it all. So I think.
So we're going to be officially there Wednesday to Sunday. Some people are there a little bit earlier and a little bit later, but we're actually there Wednesday to Sunday. We're putting on our event on the Saturday, which will be
22nd.
Yeah, and it'll be between 11 and 5, and we'll be doing demo drops, production masterclasses, and podcast/interview things throughout the day.
Yeah.
And the schedule as to who's going to be at our event, artist-wise, will be announced next week.
Are we also saying the other one that we're doing that's sort of a bit hush-hush? But
Well, I suppose for the artists that are
artists,
watching, we do have a drink event,
Like
drinks
a
and
mixer.
DJ.
Like a little mixer, yeah.
Yeah. On the Thursday, which is from I want to say 7 till 10.
7 till 10, yeah.
And
That's
yeah,
on the
that's
Thursday.
invite only to the artists. I
Yeah.
won't say where.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for the.
I'm sure you'll have had an email.
Yeah, you'll have. You should know, right? If you're an artist and you're watching. Back to the main day space event, which as Shoal says, on the Saturday 22nd. I'm going to try and pronounce the location of where it is, but I'm probably going to butcher this. So in Amsterdam, there's 2 venues called the Playing Circle, which are part of a company.
Oh, yeah.
The Playing Circle, which really works for our brand.
Which wasn't
even
that wasn't
intentional.
planned,
No,
right?
it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's exactly why I booked it.
But we are our event. I did Day Space is at the Playing Circle, Viltjastrat. That sounds pretty good.
I thought it was Atelier de Vigel. Am I?
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Unless we've got different venues on
It might be, yeah. But anyway.
I think it is Vigel. I have seen that once.
It's just depending on what I've wrote down on the poster. But anyway, for address and that kind of bit, you can check our socials. We'll put top link in the description for this video of where you can sign up. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, will give them like a little Apple Wallet-y thing.
Yeah, you need the ticket to get in. That'll be like secure on the door.
Tickets are free, by the way.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a free ticket,
completely
but
free
you just need
event.
to sign up.
And then you get on the day, like when you're there and near the location, you'll get your little things you can get in, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. I think we should probably go through a bit more specifics of the kind of things that we're doing. So you mentioned demo drops. We've got a sort of live podcasty thing, and the artist masterclasses. You've done demo drops before. How do they usually tend to run?
Yeah, so the demo drops normally is like, it will be a few NCS artists that will be there listening to tracks from artists that haven't released on NCS, and those artists are kind of there to sort of give feedback, but also we're kind of hoping that say if one of our artists hears a track and is like, oh my god, NCS needs to sign this, like we've often had that happen where, you know, like Rob Gasser or someone will be listening to a track and be like, Dan, we need this track. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of like a cool part of the demo drops. And obviously a bunch of the team will be listening to music. And really it's not necessarily about, try and submit your music to NCS. It's actually just, let's just listen to some music together and like kind of have some feedback. And, you know, it's not often that we get to hear people's music and then give some context to it. We always just listen to demos like that and it kind of has no context. So
How should you bring your demo? Because I'm thinking of like USB, but obviously no one brings USBs anymore. So how are you meant to listen to someone's file?
I would say either have it on your phone and have the ability to plug some headphones in, or have it like that
As
you
a
can airdrop it,
sound?
or
People bring their laptops.
or
as
yeah,
well, though,
SoundCloud
right?
link.
But then how do you get the SoundCloud link to someone's laptop?
You could just airdrop it. What's to that?
You
Airdrop
could send
it,
it,
right.
or
Send it,
yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
I think we'll
It's
have.
not as easy as it was. Yeah.
We'll have. I guess back in the day it was just people would just
Yeah, just
bring
USB.
the USB. And I don't know I mean, obviously we haven't been for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's probably still a case when you were going before that people were still bringing USBs, right?
Well, but it's in what laptops have USB things
Yeah.
these days?
Well, we'll have to bring those little adapter things that we have.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we're in a technological age, and I'm sure if you're wanting to get your demos listened to, just get it in as many formats as you can, so that when you bring it, you've got the full. Get a scroll with all the lyrics wrote down. Get a CD burnt.
Just actually get a master made on a long disc. The actual master, and just give it that.
Vinyl.
Yeah.
Just anything you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we also have production masterclasses. Can we announce who's doing them? Or should we hold off?
I think I want to hold off.
Yeah, okay, cool. Maybe let's not announce any of specific artists that we've got coming then.
Yeah, I think it should be announced next week.
Okay, cool. So keep your eyes on socials for that. But yeah.
The masterclasses are what? Is it like breakdown of tracks or?
Well,
I think it depends
it's a
what the
production
artists want to do.
masterclass.
Okay.
So like I guess if you're there and at the event and there's maybe not something that you need to improve on, but if you're just trying to learn from these artists that have released on NCS what they do when they approach their tracks, how they do certain things. Maybe it's how they approach a vocal. Maybe it might be this is me talking from it's whatever they want to do in the production masterclass. But it might be, I don't know, tips for sidechaining, how to start a track, etc. I think they'll just be really worthwhile if you're trying to learn how to do these things. We'll be there. There'll be artists that I'm sure will be watching these other artists do the masterclass. I think it will just be a really nice thing to sort of sit through.
Yeah, I was going to say the biggest part of the actual day space is most likely just going to be the hangout. Like, we're going to just be available. We'll all be just going around chatting to people. Like, that's really, I think, what it's all about.
Yeah, I think it's good to have like those structures of things that we know we're doing. But like Charles says, like the best thing that we're most excited for is just to meet you guys, like chill with the artists, be able to, I guess, even if it is like outside of a demo drop, just share music and share conversations. And like, I'm sure that's the best part for you when you've been, is literally just hanging out.
Oh, literally, I feel like it's especially when you're just walking down the street and you'll bump into someone.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh my God, like I haven't seen you in years. Like that's such a cool feeling. I just feel like that doesn't happen to me ever. Only at ADE. Do you know what I mean?
It's because it's like, I was saying this to my mates. I was like, I can picture in my brain, I've got this image of like the canals that you like walk through, and then like people just pointing like at you as we walk past. I'm
it's more, no, I think it's more like you'll be walking down the canal and you'll often like be looking at people's in the face as they're walking past thinking, do I know that person?
I know you,
I think I've seen that person before online. Yeah.
It's
a lot
weird.
of that.
It's weird how many of the people that I've like edited a visualizer behind or put into a social post, I'm now going to see in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's a big difference as well. Like I remember when I saw like one of the sidemen in real life, and it's that double take thing. Like I was like, because you don't quite get the depth in reality compared to on a screen.
Yeah.
Well, at Liquicity, I found that like I was like whispering in Dan's ear, like, is that person?
Yeah.
Because I'd obviously never met anyone in real life before, and I'd just seen like people on Instagram that the NCS account follows, and so I'm like going to Dan, is this so and so? It's weird.
So strange. And then yeah, we've also got this. We wrote it down as a live podcast on the poster. I think that's probably just so it sounds quite cool. But it's sort of going to be this kind of setup, mics, whatever. But as opposed to us, how we do it on Full Circle and sit and just talk to you guys for half hour to an hour, however long it is. The way I'm sort of visioning it is that it'll be kind of like a hot seat. So I might be sat here, and if there's an artist on the other side of the room that I'm like, let's get them down to like a quick chat, and then we might shout and be like, yo, we're going to do a conversation with Ellis for 10 minutes. Like, I think that kind of thing.
We almost made it then.
Yeah, that was on you, that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. He's going to be there. He's playing the Grave Shift.
Not going to be there on Saturday though, right?
No, he's going to be at ADE, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's flying back on Saturday, I think. But he's playing the Monster Cat show on like a 4 a.m. shift. I think Kirby's like headlining that. Coven are there. Those events seem really sick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've looked through other things that are on outside of our own, but there's some
ton of stuff on. Like the Trap Nation one looks really good. It's Trap Nation, Actuation, and Tribal Trap.
All together.
Like a co-event,
that's cool.
which would be sick.
That's just, as the name suggests, going to be pure trap.
Yeah. The Monster Cat one looks really good.
That and Juno one that Pete showed us,
yeah.
that one looks so sick. I'm really excited for that. Bitbird announced their show as well.
Oh yeah, it's the same night as Monster Cat.
It's
right?
the same night as one of them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember which one it is because Monster Cat show basically starts at like 11, I think. It's like it's pure night time. Like it goes to the early hours, which would be super sick.
And I swear there's someone else at Melkveg at the same time. I want to say.
Sure, it's not the Bitbird one.
Oh, it might be actually.
Well,
Yeah,
I was
I
going
think
to
it's
say
got
Tea and
Bitbirds.
Sugar are doing something, right?
On the Saturday.
Yeah, they're doing a high tea thing. Frequency are doing like a hangout thing, which would be cool. Yeah, I mean,
it's just mental. Like, imagine
loads.
you're like a super fan of just this.
Well, I am.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like it's like just overstimulation. I'm really excited to see how. Like, I hope that I get off the plane and there's everything's painted in the ADE yellow. There's banners everywhere. Like, I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be sick.
Have you got your passport details?
Oh no, I'll get them.
Well, you won't be getting off a plane then.
I won't be getting on it. I'll have to walk. I can get them for you later today. I'll send them over. Maybe you shouldn't read them out loud.
Should I, as we're halfway through, switch it up to some music?
Yeah, let's listen to the music.
Cool. So this week we've had, well,
You put it
got
on Spotify.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 releases this week. Can you believe that? Yeah, because one of them's already technically out. But I wanted to play this. So we've had the Taking Control remixes, Rapture, Samort, and Halverson. So we had the Burks remix. It's just a really cool vibe, this one.
So strong.
Yeah, really like funky.
Yeah, I love that.
Then we had the Pima remix. Was this a remix competition? I can't remember. No.
I think it was an anniversary thing that they did. Because it's on the date of the release, I think.
Right.
Of the original.
Yeah, very dark.
Whether it was a remix comp that Sam did off his own back, but I'm not aware of it. I think it was just a sort of came out of
Got you.
some good mixes.
Then yesterday we had Somix and Bromar, Falling For You. Sick guitar in this one.
Vocal sick.
Yeah. I tried to go for like a LA background on the video.
Sounds like Sway Lee, that vocal. I like the song. Who was that, sorry?
Somix and Bromar.
Oh, yeah.
Then today, which I really love this one, we've got an arcade release.
Yeah, if you guys haven't already, head over to the arcade channel, our partner sub-label that we've been releasing on for the past few weeks, and it's going really well. Obviously, kicked it off with Circle, and it's great to sort of see the support. And I imagine when you're talking about if we get a demo that we're AD and we might want to sign, like arcade's like that sort of funnel there where this is so sick. How can we get this out? So yeah, go and check out Arcade if you haven't.
So we've got Madsy and Etika, Blind Heart. I love this one. I mean, it's a heavy one, this.
So heavy.
Yeah.
It's waking me up in the morning. Let's go.
Tomorrow we've got Max Braun.
How are you searching that?
I don't know why I'm searching that on.
Excuse me.
Redemption. I think this might be the second track called Redemption on NTS.
Big. It's a momentous occasion.
It was this classic Max Braun style. Very cyberpunk.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, really
that's
good track.
crazy. Literally makes me think of like, what's it called? The Ryan Gosling film, Harrison Ford's in.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Isn't that called
Oh my gosh, something like 44.
2040? 40?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a remake of an old film.
Yeah,
I
the
can't
original
remember.
has Ryan Gosling. Oh well.
Then on Saturday we've got Jim Yosef and Shia Maisel, Unforgivable.
Blade Runner.
That's all
The
I
production on that's so like euphoric.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Gives me kind of like the royalty production vibes, like that rock electronic combo,
get. Yeah, with the
and obviously the
violins
violin
and stuff.
yeah.
And then I'm going to play some upcoming releases.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like trying to
I
make
just
sure
feel
I'm
like you always do them way too early.
Now we're on the laptop. Charlotte can like see
Okay.
what he's picking, so you can just go no
What?
if you see.
Oh, you
one.
can do, yeah.
This one I'm really excited about. If Found, Null, and Damn Boy, Die For You.
Oh, this has got like pop punk. Feel.
Sick, this one. You got a music video for this one as well?
That's so cool.
Yeah, heavy one, that
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Then what else have we got? Joction is returning to Arcade. Track
Jackson's
called
on fire, man.
All Access.
Serious.
Really love the artwork on this as well.
Definitely got a sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
That like muffled effect is so nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then we have. I feel like I'm getting approval on all this now.
Oh my gosh, my throat's not clear
This
this morning.
one?
Apologies,
Yeah.
everyone.
Guy Arthur is returning to NCF.
Jeez. Is this his vocal?
I don't know. Yeah, very future bassy. I'm not going to play any more of that one. But so I've played a lot of heavy ones just there, so I'm going to relax it a bit now. So Aiden and Sketches, take it or
I
leave it.
love it.
The last Aiden track was
Yeah.
so good.
That's the one you posted when you were on your holiday.
Yeah, yeah. But this one's got a very similar vibe.
Pure orange. Pure orange.
Yeah. So good.
I don't even know. There's like I don't know what kind of vibe that gives me, but it's really like relaxing.
Is it like, it reminds me a bit of like Madion /
Yeah, maybe it is a bit like Madion.
Yeah, that sort of vibe.
It's almost like, you know, when something sounds minimal, but it's obviously so intricate. Like I think it really works. Some of the Sam Day tunes are a bit like that, actually.
Yeah,
Like that really relaxed. Maybe it is the kind of a UK sort of sound, although I guess Madion's. But yeah, that's some sick tunes. What else we got?
Let me just play one more then.
Just heard Charlotte laugh then. What was that? Is he on the wrong one?
No, I'm just.
Nervous. I'm going to play something I shouldn't. There's stuff that's like out next week that's not on the SoundCloud for sure.
It's much further down. He'll have uploaded it ages ago.
You would think. I mean, this. You know, like how we have the thing at the end of the podcast where we like read out the songs, and that's like a staple thing. And now we always go through the demos. The discussion of Dan's preparation and can he play the songs is actually the most consistent, relevant feature we have.
I've got it. Raptures and Mazan Sweet. Mazan? Very cool vibe, this. I'd expect to hear this at like a club at ADE.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
Yeah. That's me done.
Serious. That's some good tunes. Yeah, I think we're going full ID on this. We obviously don't exactly have everything confirmed for all the other days that we're there, aside from the days that we're doing things and like any events we might be going to. But what other things are you excited to sort of, I guess, be a part of? Like, I know there's the conferences and stuff.
Yeah, there's a couple like what's it called, like panels and stuff I want to go and watch. I'm also excited just to like, I think mainly just have like I think we're going to do a team dinner when we get
That'd
to
be nice.
Wednesday. What else?
You've got to do a big shift, well, both of you, of getting all of the
So
like setup equipment.
we're driving.
over there.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
going.
man.
It's like how long is it going to take us?
Well, so we pick up the car at 8. in the morning,
Yeah.
and we get there at 8 p.m.
Just logistically, we have quite a lot to bring with us.
Yeah.
And we thought, how are we going to get it there? So we thought, we'll just drive.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That'll actually be really fun. And to be fair, like it's
Well, I get travel sick.
really.
But
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
don't actually.
Charles often just sits there. She won't. She has to have her headphones in. She can't not have headphones in. So I know
Yeah,
for a
it's
fact
gonna be
that
it's gonna be a fun drive.
I'm going to be
for you.
sitting
Guys
there by
aren't gonna
myself.
talk.
Just
Playing the Aiden tune on repeat
Yeah.
as you go through the mountains. That'll actually be fire.
yeah.
I'm like sometimes sometimes for me a really long journey is easier to do than like a 2-hour journey because it's like I'm ready to lock in. Do you know what I'm
I kind
saying?
of get what you mean there.
Like if
Like make a playlist.
if it's not
and-
too long, but it's just long enough, like that I can get bored then.
Yeah, because in a 2-hour journey, you probably wouldn't have a break.
No, exactly.
In an 8-hour, you're going to have a break. You're going to get some food.
Yeah. What when we were at ADE, so we spoke about like a load about these people that we've chatted to online. There's a few artists that I can't wait to like actually meet, like when I'm there.
Mhm.
Like I think Exile's going to be at ADE.
Yep.
Sick to finally meet him. The Teen Sugar guys, like that'll be sick, especially if they've got the event on as well. And then like I saw in the like the Discord and these chats that we've been doing, like a lot of these arcade artists seem to be sort of teaming up and traveling over, which would be really sick.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly specifics of who's going to be there, but
I know Joxy and
I think Joxy said it, right?
Thorn.
Joxy and Thorn. I spoke to iFeature yesterday.
Is he going?
He might be. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Although
And
we
then I
haven't
know
announced
in
anything
terms
yet.
of, I mean, JJL is actually going now, which he wasn't going to come. Was
Yeah, we need to
amazing.
figure out the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally think everyone's going to be there. At the moment, I think there's going to be about, I'm going to say 70 NCS artists there.
Oh my
Maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
That's actually mad.
Yeah. Bonkers.
And also, like, I mean, you said it earlier, Charlotte. We're going from like on our event specifically, we're going from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. So like, if you're there and about and you've got things on like in the day that you've already got planned, like as we said, free event. You can like hop in if you want to drop your demo, go and grab a coffee, come back later. Like, I think there's going to be music playing. Like, it'll be super chilled vibe. There's not going to be any.
It'll be a big
Yeah.
hangout.
Yeah. And
I don't know how we're going to survive though, because I'm guessing we're going to have to get up at 7 a.m. that morning to start prep for the day. And then as soon as that event finishes, it's the last night. So we're going to want to go out.
Yeah.
Immediately after our event finishes, I think we want to go to high tea. And then it'll be like the whole night after that.
Saturday night's
I'm
normally a
dreading
big
it,
one as
to
well.
be honest.
I honestly think over that week, we're going to sleep like 12 hours. Like, it's going to be unreal. But
is the hotel good?
it's, you know what?
It looks nice.
It's okay. The reason that we always do that hotel is because it's literally in the centre. Like,
Oh, is
right
that
around
one
the
you've
corner.
done to regular? What have been some highlights of last ones? It's quite difficult, this is, because I do feel like I'm interviewing you, but I can't ask Charlotte.
Highlights of
She
the last
hasn't been.
ones. I'm trying to think.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. No, I think it's the more the highlights actually are like the little moments where you walk into an event and you recognize someone from across the room, and then you both are like, "Oh my god, how you doing?" Or like for me, when we did so last time we did 2 events, so we did day space and a night space.
What year was that? 2019.
2019, yeah. So the day space was amazing, as in so many people turned up. But it was very much like, oh, hey man, how you doing? Oh yeah, good to see you. Oh man, yeah, like good.
Yeah,
It was very much like that.
And I guess like sort of, sorry to interrupt, but you're in organisation mode as well then, like of having to be like, oh, have I got to do this now?
Well, yeah, I think this year it feels a bit less like that,
because we've got the
responsibility
time
for me, and I think like we've got more of a team.
Yeah.
You know, and to be honest, you've organised a bunch of the things, and we're gonna have Hope there and things. So I'm hoping to just be in the moment. But then the night space last time as well was amazing. We had like 400 or 500 people packed into this room. You know, Retrovision on the stage, Shipwreck. You know, it was a really, really cool time.
I saw that I think Retro's got an event that he's doing.
On the Thursday as well.
I'd like to
so much going on.
The Thursday is crazy.
What's on in the day on Thursday? Or is it just that when there's the
I think
multiple
the
events?
earliest
at
thing we're
Melbourne?
going to...
Monster Cat Frequency, our thing, What
Oh,
else?
of course. Other things on the Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what was confusing me.
Yeah.
And then, Retrovision thing. And there'll be a bunch more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I've been to Amsterdam before. Like, the city's so small. I imagine you can like hop between things so easy, and, like get to different stuff. But it's going to be super, super excited. I can't wait.
Who are you most looking forward to meeting? Which artist?
Ooh. But that's.
I said this just now. I was like, I'm excited to see the Teen Sugar guys.
Oh, an Exile.
Yeah, Exile I'm excited to see. I think like the people that I've actually been on and interviewed is really exciting, and especially like people like Andrew A, who's on the Discord, and he's obviously from Australia, and he's traveling over.
Coming.
Yeah, he's going there. Like that'll be sick. Like these people that I guess maybe I haven't formally emailed loads, but I've chatted to online, like which I think is going to be really sick. What about you?
Charles?
I don't know how to answer that. I'm not going to pick one.
It's such an impartial answer.
I feel like I like someone that I haven't met would be a.
That's
good
true
one.
because you've met a lot. I do think the arcade artists are going to be really cool to like interact with because it's like sort of this next wave, which is it's just going to be interesting. I'm sure you're going to get asked, as me and you probably will as well, Charlotte, to listen to demos countlessly throughout the days that we're there. But that's fine. We're going to have to. Depends how hungover or how drunk I am to do. I politely decline. Go sure if you get your CD player, but it's going to be sick. I was going to say, before we get to the last little section, obviously we've gone through some demos we spoke about, other things that we've got going with ADE. I think that it might be worth us sort of getting, not necessarily announcing to these guys, but brainstorming whilst we're there, what else we're going to do outside of ADE bits. Like, why I love Amsterdam is I want to go on that big swing, right, that goes over the edge. You know, the big swing that goes over the edge.
I'm not joining you on that.
Get me on that.
Big swing.
Yeah, there's a big swing. I want to go on a canal boat. Get me down the canal.
There's definitely going to be a party on a canal.
Yeah.
That'll be
sure.
sick. And just like the city in general is such a sick place. And I feel
Yeah.
like in autumn time, it's going to be so beautiful there.
Yeah. My original plan was to go to Alkmaar, where we went to Liquicity,
Afterwards.
but we're obviously not doing that anymore.
How far is that from Amsterdam?
45 minutes.
Yeah. Not
Oh,
nothing
chilling.
crazy.
Yeah.
Who did you meet at Liquicity again? Rob was there, right?
Oh, God, everyone.
Yeah, there was so many people.
Rob Gasser, Voitions, NCT,
Andromedic.
Andromedic.
Cartoon, of course.
Yeah, like just everyone.
Do we know if there's like a drum and bass night on anywhere?
Yeah, I don't know whether
That's
Liquicity
like-
might be doing something.
Yeah, because that's.
possible.
I'd
I
love to
haven't
go to,
seen
like,
anything from them.
No, I'll have a check of the social, see if there's announced it. But yeah, I'd love to go to like a drum bass night. I think that's sick. Liquicity. Give me a moment.
How's
I
your
don't
day
think
going?
they have. What did you say?
How's your day going?
I don't think they have announced anything yet.
Yeah, and I'm not sure they have.
No, they've got an event in Electric Brixton.
It's funny though because, like, 4 or 5 months ago we didn't have an event at all, and now we have 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of them was like decided a week
Well,
ago.
this is the thing. I was so confused when I came in one day into the office, and I heard you guys talking. I was like, have we changed the event? Like, is everything
Yeah,
different? I was like,
it's
wait,
just
we're doing something else.
Next year, I want to know what we're doing in
It's got
March.
to be done by end. Of
Everything's
March.
confirmed in March.
But you know, I'll change my minute last minute. And
Change your minute last
Yeah,
minute.
I'll change my minute last.
I'll change my minute last
Last
mind.
mine.
That is the problem, but sometimes I feel like that's where we come into our own. When
Yes,
Yeah.
under
when it's
pressure.
just get it done. We've
Yeah,
got to get
yeah.
it done.
It's just not fun sending an email to 1,000 venues going, are you available?
Can you host a massive event with all these people? But yeah, should be good. Like I said, details across socials. Click the top link in the bio for this video. I'll put it before the episode description just so that you guys can get it to get signed up. The event
And everyone needs to sign up. So, like, if
Yeah.
you've got your friend wanting to come along as well, just get them to fill in the form.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, so every single person, make sure they're doing that. Like I said, completely free. Running through the copyright-free music sort of feeling, I guess. So, I was trying to think of what was the word to use then. Feeling.
We're doing a track thing.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I think
Yeah.
we can wrap it up with obviously the iconic venue of Melkweg. That I think safe to say is like feels like the big hub of ADE.
It's
like,
it's the
like
venue.
the spot that people want to get. Obviously, there's some cool different labels, different events going on there this year, which we'll definitely be at. So I was thinking, if you were playing, what's the final night of ADE? The Saturday?
I think it's
Saturday.
Sunday.
Well,
But, okay, the
but-
last big night will probably be the Saturday. If you were playing Melkweg, headline set on the Saturday, what track would you close ADE out with?
I never understand what you meant to close a set with, so I think I need someone to go
euphoric.
first.
I think it's a euphoric.
Yeah, I'm
track.
thinking like a euphoric one. Let me quickly jump into the NCS releases.
Well, I'll do mine then.
Cool.
I think I would probably close with this one.
Oh, well, that isn't fair.
Why? Because you're gonna pick it.
Because I like drum and bass is what I would have picked.
Oh, this is really
Yeah.
good. You know,
Really
drum and
euphoric.
bass is a great idea.
And I think I'd get the crowd to do this,
Yeah,
and then we'd do the drop, and then I'd do that whole like, you know, where you end do that.
yeah.
I'd stop it, and then I'd do it again, and I'd go.
Run it back. That's a really good show. I've got one. I think I'm gonna go down the drum and bass route because I feel like you're right.
Oh.
I think I do the Millbrook tune, Lost Without You.
Okay.
I really like that song.
Millbrook. Lost Without You. Let me play it. So you're getting the like lighters out in the air.
Is that like the euphoric chord one? This is like an after movie, isn't it? Actually,
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine
Everyone's
like a
like
rainfall coming down.
Yeah. Thank you, ADE. We'll see you next October.
I'm gonna say Howling Andrometic remix.
Oh, that's a cheat. You can't do two of the same artist. All right.
Well done, Andrew Medic. You're officially headlining.
So is cartoon on the stage?
I think you've got a artist
It's
on
cartoon
Like, you're
back
the
to back
DJ.
with Andrometic.
No, I think you're the DJ, but they're like crowding around.
Yeah, like
Oh.
it's the Fred Again boiler room.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
They're like patting you on the shoulder.
they're tap. They're like grabbing your shoulder. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, go over to the community tab as always and let us know who had the best Melkweg Saturday headline closing track. That's a good one. I like that one. I've said it many a times, but yeah, top link in the description, and you can sign up. Details all on our socials. Check the Instagram stories. There's some highlights there, and also we'll be posting stuff throughout the coming weeks so you guys know what's happening. And then when we're there as well, I think it'd be sick for us to do like some behind the scenesy bits of while we're actually there. So just stay up to date. Can't wait to see as many of you guys there, artists, fans alike. It'll be absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Full Circle. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.